Let's talk about mission models in our challenge board. These mission models have to last us all season long, so we can't really be playing with them. When we play with them, they start to break. If they break, they might not get fixed correctly. We have to keep them in good shape so that when we're testing our robots, we can test them against mission models that are correctly built. So we have to be really careful with them. We don't mess with them, we don't fidget with them. I try to keep these in the bag unless we actually need them. Almost all these pieces last year got lost, and it made it really hard for us to test our robots. So unless we're actually going to use those little pieces, leave them in the bag. At the end of your practice, all those pieces should go back in the bag, and that way they don't get lost. The challenge board itself, we reuse every single year. You have to be careful with it. We don't sit on it, we don't lean on it, we just kind of use it. Okay? It has to stay nice and flat, and if we start to really lean on it or sit on it, it could bend or it could even break. And that wouldn't be good for us. We don't put any food near it because we don't want to get any food on it. So if you're eating your snack or you're eating something, do it over at some tables, not over here at the challenge board.
All of our challenge boards are on wheels. The wheels have brakes, and that keeps them from moving around. When we're actually running our robots and using the board, probably lock those wheels. You push that down. But if you're going to move the board, you've got to unlock the wheels. If you don't unlock the wheels, they're not going to roll, they're going to slide. And if they slide, it acts like sandpaper on this carpet. It makes a big flat side on the wheel. And every time we move the board, it's going to go boo, 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 and it's going to vibrate everything, and nothing's going to stay in good shape. So if you're ever moving the table, it should move really, really easy. If it doesn't, check those brakes, make sure they're up, and the wheels can move. The same goes for our wheels in the STEM lab. Up is off, down is on. If those wheels are squeaking, they're not rolling. When those tables are moving, you shouldn't hear anything, and they should roll nice and easy.
This is our Spike Prime robot, and this is what you're going to use to complete your robot challenges. You guys can design it any way you want, but remember, before you make changes, talk to the rest of your team, because changes you make might change how somebody else's challenge is going to be solved. On your robot, you can have 4 motors. There's 2 right here that drive the wheels, 1 right here that controls the arm. This one actually has room for 1 more motor. You can also have 4 sensors. This one has a light sensor right here and plenty of room for more sensors. We also have some brand new laptops this year for the teams to use. There's 2 laptops for each team to go with your 2 robots. The new laptops are touchscreen and can even be folded all the way over to become a tablet. But remember, it's not a toy. We don't keep flexing it back and forth because those delicate wires in the hinges won't last long that way. Also, I saw this a lot last year where people would balance their computer on the corner of a table. Not okay. If this gets bumped, it's going to fall on the floor and then it's junk, right? So if you're going to use it, it goes all the way on the challenge table. That's okay to place to have it. Or you can have it on a table somewhere else. Either way is fine, but we don't balance it on the edge or the corner of any of our tables. No matter which room you're in, the rules are the same. Leave it as good or better than you found it. The chairs are pushed in, the tables are where they were when they started. Everything should be taken care of. If you wrote on the whiteboards, make sure to erase those whiteboards the best you're able. Make sure to put all of our materials away. There should be nothing on the floor. There should be nothing on the tables. If you ate snack or you ate something at the tables, maybe give those a wipe down, make sure they're nice and clean. We've got to leave these rooms in good shape because that's part of what our expectations are at the school. When we borrow or use a room, they're expecting us to leave it so that when the teacher comes in the next morning, they shouldn't even know we were in here.
And that takes care of materials, but how about how we treat each other? Remember, you guys are a team. Treat each other with a lot of respect. Work together. That's the only way you're going to get through this. You've got a lot to do between now and November. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to enjoy yourselves. It's okay to get a little goofy sometimes, but we've got a lot of work to do. So keep your focus and make sure to get done what you need to get done. And treat your coaches with a lot of kindness too. They're just volunteers. They're trying to do the best they can to get you as ready as they can for November. And they're going to try to help you through all the things that you need help with. But don't be afraid to ask them for whatever you need. They're there to help you. They're there to help guide the team, but work together. That's really important.